How are you? This is a very common question that everybody encounters in our daily life. You can't avoid this question. You would hear in our local language also, "Kaise hai aap? எப்படி இருக்கு? எங்கனையுண்டு?" So all these things, maybe in French they ask, "Comment allez-vous?" So all this question to answer, how are you? Our answer to the question seems like such a small thing. But we must answer that question at least 10 times a day, perhaps as many as 50. So it is not a small thing at all. It is a significant part of our daily conversations. Do you all agree with that? This is Binu Korean from BK Talks, and I'm going to tell you how we can recognize each people's attitude by saying this answer. So put it across, how are you? What do you say? Your answer is usually not more than few words. Do you all agree with that? And if that short response tells a lot about you, your attitude. In fact, your response can literally shape your attitude. So what personally I've observed is that the response to how are you, I can classify into three categories. We can start with a negative response, mediocre response, and a positive attitude. So let us examine the three categories what you normally hear from people when I ask this question, how are you? Negative responses, terrible, lousy, I'm tired, it's not my day. Oh, this is Friday. Okay. Thank God. Next 2 days are weekends. Don't ask me this. These are the common responses which I have encountered. So when someone responds to don't ask, I know I'm in for a trouble. Why? Because this person is going to give a lot of reasons, or I would say is going to unleash a multitude of complaints to me and make me sorry. Why did I ask? Why did I ask that question? How are you? Okay. In the first place. In the first place, why did I ask that question? How are you? I feel very, demotivated hearing his answers. So I feel also feel pity to the people who say that thank God it is Friday. Oh, it is the weekend coming up. I'm happy. Tomorrow is Saturday. Approach. This approach is not that right. That means they are saying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are bad days every week. Friday is bearable, and because they know that next 2 days is going to be off, and they can enjoy the weekends. So, are you beginning to see how these negative responses can poison your attitude and turn off other people? So, please think when you answer, how are you? Don't get into the negative mindset. Now, other one responses is mediocre responses, which I want to put in the second category. It's literally ahead of the negative people, or I would say a step up from the negative people, but they'll still have plenty of improvement. So, what are the answers I normally get? Not too bad. I'm okay. I'm going on, pulling on. No bad thing. No, not a great. Maybe I would say pulling on. Nothing great, nothing bad. Going on. Could be worse. Same old story, man. Don't ask me all this. I'm just hanging there. Nothing but to look forward. Yeah. Okay. All right. Just okay answers. The expressions also comes up. So with that, so we should understand that he's not happy, but he's a little bit happy there, whatever it is, and attitude shows that. So do you really want to spend a lot of time with someone who thinks that life is not too bad? I'm asking you. Is that the person you want to do business with? Is that the person you want to do a business with, a medical person? When I hear the words like this, I also lose out my energy. I also lose out the confidence in other person. Somebody tells me it could be worse with an upright posture and a lot of enthusiasm. Can you imagine that way? Of course not. These people sound like they haven't slept in 2 days. Okay? There is no getting around it. People who use mediocre words will develop a mediocre attitude and get a mediocre results. And I know you don't want that. So better not use these phrases when somebody asks you, how are you? Now, the last one, the positive ones. I have a friend, a colleague of mine, he always used to say, when I ask him, how are you? He would say, I'm top of the world. So I used to, I didn't understand those days why he's using. I heard about fine, very well, and all those things. But he was exceptionally used to say, I'm on top of the world. So, but he used to say with a lot of energy, with a lot of a positive smile. And then I realized that he is trying to see everything in a positive way. When somebody I heard was terrific, he was saying, I'm terrific, I'm fantastic, I'm great. I'm doing excellent. I'm super dupe. And I'm the top of the world, like I said. It doesn't get any better. So those who use positive words, this have a bounce in their step, and you feel a little better just by, just by being around them. To be very honest with this, when you hear all these words, did you get it the way I put it across, the words which I use, the energy which I use? Did you get a little bit motivated? Think about it. I'm energized when I said these words. I hope you also are excited and energized when I said the same list. What did I say? Terrific, fantastic, great, excellent, super. I'm top of the world. All these things. There are people who look for to hear these words. These are the people not only in our the job environment, maybe from the business environment. Okay, when a client hears they are very positive about the day, they also would like to do more business with you. So please shell out all your negative and mediocre thought process, and just use the right words, and say them loud, the positively, say them loud very positively, you know and that will give a lot of improvement in your life. And given a choice, I would be rather around people who are positive and full of life, as opposed to those who are negative and listless. So it is like old saying that everybody lights up a room, some when they walk into the room, and some when they walk out. So you should understand that. I repeat that there's an old saying that everybody lights up a room. How? They can do it when they walk into the room, or when they walk out of the room. So you want to be the one who lights up the room when you walk in, don't you? So for me, how are you is the response I would love to cultivate is always say, I'm terrific, or maybe I'm on top of the world. With this positive attitude, you projects to other people that, I'm a terrific person, I'm a confident person, I'm a go-getter, and whatnot. So saying this, always remember that how are you, when you answer that question, how are you makes a lot of difference in your mind and other people's mind. Thank you very much for listening.